Brought to you by GTA, your island, your network.
Republican congressional delegate candidate Margaret Metcalfe wants a debate.
We all deserve better. We deserve to know who our candidates are. We deserve to know where they stand on the issues. We deserve to have our questions answered. In that spirit, I'm calling out once again to my opponent, asking if we might have a debate in an open forum so that we can better serve all of our voters here on island.
Her opponent, former Governor Felix Camacho, however, has made it clear it's not happening.
Well, as of this moment, it's a closed issue. As I've said, there's no need to debate in a party primary, and I'm not interested in debating her at all. I feel it benefits her more so than it does me because she is a relative politically unknown, and I've had decades of service, public service here on island. So she is a newcomer in need of exposure.
And with less than 2 weeks until the primary election, Metcalfe says not having a debate is a disservice to the people.
I think it's a little bit much to expect people to think that because you have served once before in a local capacity, that you're qualified to represent them at a time that is so critical in our history and not come to the table and show where your strengths are. I think our people need to see our strengths and our weaknesses.
Camacho, meanwhile, says his record speaks for itself as he served 2 terms as governor, 4 terms as senator, a cabinet member under the Ada administration, and as a board member.
I've heard the comments that she's made, and many of them personal, and many of them hurtful, it could be, but I take no offense. And the tactics of character assassination, the tactics of diminishing a person's integrity and attacking them personally, it never works. You know, the good book says you never reward evil with evil. I will pray for her, and I believe she's a good woman.
Metcalfe is currently the Washington, D.C. office director for Governor Eddie Calvo. She says in her time she's, quote, knocked on doors and pounded on tables in Washington, D.C. and wants to do more if elected.
So we've made every effort to outreach to every one of these major agencies because we want them to know who we are, where we are, and how important we are. I've done a lot more in 6 months, I think, than some people have done in 14 years.
And as for Camacho, he says he's the best qualified for the job.
I know the inner workings. I've dealt with every issue. As the chief executive of the island, as governor, every single issue you touch on, and you're involved, you're immersed in it day in and day out. I did this for 8 years. And so if anybody is best suited for this job, I believe I am.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Ken Quintaniza.
Brought to you by GTA, your island, your network.